that sort of
The
thing?
problem is that most coaches who are starting out, they don't have the budget to hire somebody. Do you want to be on the first page of search engines? You could, but you have to pay somebody, hundreds or thousands of dollars to get that ranking very fast. So in business, it's one of two things. It's either time or money, and it's up to you which one you're going to invest. I invested my time. I learned everything I could possibly learn. So to answer your question, if you want to start a coaching business right away, you have an idea, you have a topic you have a message that you want to really help people with, the first thing you do is you find out where that market exists that would be willing to pay you money. A lot of coaches are starting from scratch and they say, here's what I want to do. Let me see who's interested in that. I like to teach people the other way around. First, find an audience, an existing database.
But it's got to be a specific audience, so does it not? It has
Absolutely.
It has to be the dentist, or it has to be life insurance agents, or some definable group, if you will?
Absolutely, and that makes things easier. A lot of people like to do things hard. They go after demographic market, like women after their 40s, in their 40s, and transition. That's a hard market to go after because where are these women?
But you've got to be able to identify, do you not? If that's the market you're going after in terms of age or gender or whatever, well, what is it that I'm trying to sell to them? It's got to be something that would appeal to that group as opposed to men perhaps of that group, or younger women or much older women.
But the most important thing is the reachability of a market.
How do you reach it?
If you can't reach the market, then you don't really have a business unless you're willing to pay for a database. And you can buy a mailing list. You can go to a broker and say, I want a list of these people, and pay thousands of dollars for something like that.
And that would be a list of internet websites or email addresses?
It would be actually a list of emails, names, the websites you could go to that actually will sell you a list based on age, income, whether they're single.
So you can list any number of different criteria. This is what I'd like to have.
Exactly.
These
You
different
could do
criteria.
that. That's not how I started, though, because that's an expensive way to do business when you are on a budget. The way I started was joint ventures. I went to different people who already had businesses, who already were reaching the type of customers that I wanted to reach. And I would say to them, I have a really great topic, and I have a class that I could teach to your subscribers. And they would host me on their teleclasses, and they would feature me to their subscribers, and everybody who attended the class would end up in my database. And so over the years, I built a list of 20,000 people. I built it several times. I started with a tiny business, built it to 10,000 subscribers, sold that business, started another mailing list. So
and how many do you have now? When I get an email from you, for example, later this afternoon, or maybe one I got the day before yesterday, how many people receive that same email?
20,000 people. And that gives me a lot of leverage, but it doesn't happen overnight. It happens as a result of, several joint ventures a year that I do that drive people to my website, to my expertise, to my events, to my products. And, joint ventures, or maybe you're more familiar with the term strategic alliance partner or promotional partner. Those
sort of a highfalutin term, but yes, strategic alliances, absolutely. But it's very true. That's what they become.
Yeah, because you're taking a shortcut. Somebody else has done the work for you. They already built the credibility with a particular group of people.
So maybe you can partner with somebody, like you say, that's already got some of that experience that can kind of rub off on you. You can learn it faster that way than trial and error.
Absolutely. And that's one of the best strategies. I teach it. I use it. I used it early on. I still use it today. And, to get somebody to say yes to you is the most exciting thing ever. And, there's several things you can do to get somebody to say yes to you.
I say amen to that. I found the same thing, basically, when you're offering a professional service and they say, yes, I'll go with you, or yes, I'll, whatever.
It's very much like that. Why somebody would choose you over somebody else as a service professional. Same thing with joint venture.
Perhaps it's been a good sales approach, a good sales pitch, that sort of thing. It's what you can do, how you can deliver.
Or you have a unique methodology. Or you have a unique idea or concept, unique method. I mean, there's a whole bunch of ways that you can attract somebody to say yes to you.
We'll be right back on Business Beat Live after this brief break and continue our discussion here with Milana Leshinsky.